You've been using the same AI everyone else uses, getting the same average results, spending the same amount of time, feeling like AI is impressive but never quite life-changing. That changes today. Claude was built differently, by people who believe AI should be honest, safe, and genuinely useful. This isn't hype. These are the real workflows, the real results, and the real reason millions of people quietly made the switch. If you're ready to actually level up, this is your moment. Everyone told you ChatGPT was the only AI that mattered. But what if they were wrong? Right now, thousands of the most productive professionals in America have quietly switched to a different AI. And most people have never even heard of it. When she first tried it, she said, "This is different. Not better in a marketing way. Different in a way that actually matters. Its name is Claude." And in the next 8 minutes, your entire relationship with Awaz is about to change. You already know one AI very well. But this is the comparison nobody warned you was coming. In 2021, a group of researchers made one of the most surprising decisions in tech history. They walked away from OpenAI, one of the most powerful AI labs on Earth. They had a different idea about how AI should be built, not just smarter, but safer, more honest, more trustworthy. They called their company Anthropic. They invented something called constitutional AI, a way to teach an AI not just what to do, but how to think about right and wrong. After years of research, they released their AI to the world. They named it Claude, after the mathematician Claude Shannon, the father of information theory. What happened next surprised everyone, including Anthropic. Millions of users began quietly switching. The underground AI revolution had begun. We put both AIs through the exact same 5 tests, same tasks, same prompts, same timer. Here's what happened, and the results were not close. Test 1. Write a full business proposal. In under 60 seconds. Most AI tools produce something generic. Claude produced something that felt like it was written by a senior consultant. The structure was perfect, the tone was exact, and it was done before most people finished reading the prompt. Side by side, the difference was immediately visible. One response felt like a template. The other felt like it actually understood the assignment. Test 2. Analyze a 40-page legal document and summarize the risk points. Most AI tools struggled. Claude finished in under 2 minutes. With zero hallucinations. It read every clause, flagged every risk, organized the findings in a format that a lawyer could hand to a client. This is what people mean when they say Claude thinks differently. Coding, writing, research, analysis. In every single test, Claude performed at a level that made people stop and stare. But there was one feature that completely changed the game. Here's the thing most people don't know about Claude. It can hold an entire ebook in its memory and remember every single word. We're talking 200,000 tokens of context. That is the equivalent of uploading an entire novel, a full annual report, and 3 research papers all at once. And then having a conversation about all of it simultaneously. Imagine uploading your entire company's quarterly report and asking Claude in plain English, where are we losing money and why? That's not a future feature. That's what people are doing right now. Most AI tools forget what you told them 3 messages ago. Claude remembers everything across your entire conversation. That changes how you can actually work with it. Stop repeating yourself to your AI. Stop re-explaining context. Stop starting over. Claude was designed so you never have to. Meet the kind of person who changed their entire workflow this year. A corporate attorney with 200 pages of contracts to review every week. He used to work until midnight. Now he's done by 6 p.m. He uploads the contract, asks 3 specific questions, gets back a detailed risk analysis in the same format he'd write himself. The AI didn't replace him. It made him superhuman. And then there's the writer who used to stare at a blank page for hours. Now she opens Claude, and they build the story together. She calls it the best creative partner I've ever had. Developers are using it to debug code they've been stuck on for days. Researchers are using it to synthesize 50 papers into one clear summary. The use cases are endless, and most people are still sleeping on this. The most productive people I know now open Claude the same way they open their email first thing every morning. It's become a habit, a tool, a second brain. Here's the question everyone is actually afraid to ask out loud. Can you trust it? Is your data safe? Is the information accurate? Will it lie to you? Anthropic built Claude with what they call Constitutional AI. Think of it as a set of deeply embedded principles built into the model. Itself not bolted on afterward, Claude is designed to be honest about what it doesn't know. It will tell you when it's uncertain. It will refuse to do things that could cause harm even if you ask it to. It's the only major AI that was literally trained to push back, to say no when no is the right answer. In a world full of hours that tell you what you want to hear that matters, Claude isn't trying to impress you with fake confidence. It's trying to actually help you with honesty built into every response. That's a rare thing in any technology, especially today, all right? Here is exactly how to start step by step. First, go to Claude AI. You'll see this clean interface. The free version is more powerful than most people realize. Try this as your first prompt. Paste any article in and ask Claude to explain it simply. Watch how it responds compared to anything you've tried before. The difference hits immediately. That feeling right there is what 5 million new users experienced. The first week they tried it. The feeling that this thing actually gets it. Use it for emails, for research, for coding, for contracts, for brainstorming, for feedback on your work. The more you use it, the more you realize how much time you've been wasting. People who use Claude consistently report something unexpected. It's not just that they get more done, they feel less stressed, less overwhelmed, more in control. The AI revolution is not coming. It is already here. It is already reshaping how the smartest people work. The only question is which side of that shift you want to be on. Go to Claude.ai right now. Start with one task, just one, and tell us in the comments what happened. We read every single one. If this video helped you subscribe, share it with someone who needs it, because this is just the beginning of what AI can do for your life, and we're just getting started. Developers tell us Claude writes cleaner code than most junior engineers they've hired. That's not a marketing claim. That's what they're saying in private Slack channels right now. Content creators are using Claude to outline entire video scripts in minutes. Podcast hosts, YouTubers, bloggers, newsletter writers. Claude has quietly become the industry's secret weapon. What used to take a full workday now takes 2 hours. What took 2 hours now takes 20 minutes. The math on your productivity changes completely. Students are using it to understand complex academic papers, not to cheat, to actually learn faster. There is a massive difference, and Claude is designed around that difference. And it's not just on desktop. The mobile app is clean, fast, and powerful. Some people use Claude on their commute, building better habits, solving problems, learning every single day. Under the surface, Claude is running on one of the most advanced AI architectures ever built. But you don't need to understand any of that. You just need to know what it can do for you. Teams are starting to use Claude, used as a shared thinking partner. Meetings are shorter because the preparation is better. Decisions are smarter because the research is deeper. Early-stage startups are running their entire communications through Claude, customer emails, investor updates, product descriptions, support responses, 1AY, an entire business running smoother. And here's what separates Claude from almost everything else. It meets you exactly where you are. Complex things become simple. Confusing things become clear. This is why so many different kinds of people are landing on Claude. It doesn't talk down to you. It doesn't talk over your head. It just talks to you. Like a brilliant person who has infinite patience. When you feel overwhelmed, give Claude your entire to-do list. Every messy, disorganized thought in your head. It will hand you back a clear action plan. Every single time. The best productivity tool isn't the one with the most features. It's the one you actually open every morning without thigh. And king about it. For millions of people, that tool is now Claude. The longer you talk to Claude, the better it understands what you need. It remembers the context of your entire conversation. It builds on what came before instead of starting over every single time. Time is the one thing you can never get more of. And Claude gives it back to you hour by hour, task by task. That's not a feature. That is the entire point. Whether you are building a business, finishing a degree, writing a book, or just trying to stay ahead at work, Claude is ready for all of it. Right now, today, for free. The world doesn't slow down while you figure out the best tools. The people winning right now are the ones who moved first. Don't be the person who discovers Claude 6 months from now. The difference between an average A response and a Claude response is like the difference between a Wikipedia summary and advice from the smartest person you've ever met. The moment you stop testing it and start act. You're only using it daily, everything changes. That's not enthusiasm. That is the consistent experience of millions of users. Imagine being able to zoom out from any problem, to see it clearly, to handle it calmly. That is what the right AI gives you if you use it correctly. So, what are you waiting for? The smartest AI assistant you've never tried is waiting for you right now. At Claude AI. Free, ready, better than you expect. Subscribe if you want to stay ahead of the AI curve. We cover the real tools, the ones that actually matter. See you in the next one. The blank page used to be terrifying. Now it's just the beginning of a conversation. The most powerful computer in your pocket isn't your phone. It's the AI running on it. What used to require a team of analysts now takes 37 seconds. That's not the future. That's Tuesday afternoon. In offices across America, Claude is quietly running in the background of some of the most important work being done today. Most people just, I don't know it yet. It never gets impatient, never makes you feel dumb, just explains it again differently, better, until you actually get it. That's not small. That's revolutionary for how people learn. The best ideas don't come from working harder. They come from thinking with the right tools. Claude is that tool. All of human knowledge organized, searchable, and ready to be applied to your specific situation. That's what Claude represents. Right now, for free. It picks up exactly where you left off. No re-explaining, no starting over. Just continued thinking as if no time passed at all. The way you see your work, the way you see problems, it changes when you have the right intelligence working with you. Not for you, with you. Email done. Report written. Problem solved. Mind cleared. This is what a Tuesday looks like when Claude is part of your workflow. This is what productivity actually feels like. Solo entrepreneurs, small business owners, people without teams or budgets. Claude levels the playing field in a way nothing else has before. The seat is open. The conversation is ready. What are you going to build with it?